Welcome back to Storytime with Miss Craps. This week I have been reading to you different versions of Little Red Riding Hood. Today I'm going to be reading to you Ninja Red Riding Hood. As I'm reading this story today, I want you to think about how is this version that I'm reading different from the other ones that I've read this week. And this book is by the same author who wrote The Three Ninja Pigs. His name is Rosen Schwartz, and it is illustrated by Dan Santak. Once upon a ninja-filled time, a wolf couldn't catch any prey. He kept getting licked by the dinner he picked and was growing more ticked by the day. His belly was aching for bacon. "I'm wasting away," he complained. To huff and to puff was no longer enough, so he snuck into school to be trained. He practiced his katas for hours and mastered the whirlwind and wheel. He jackknifed and flipped and at last felt equipped to once again catch a good meal. Drooling with anticipation, he set off in search of some meat. While deep in the wood, he met Riding Hood. "I'm bringing my grandma a treat." The wolf licked his chops when he saw her and hastily thought up a plan. "There are blossoms that way. You can pick a bouquet to give to your little old gran." Then the wolf took a shortcut to Grandma's, where he thought that he'd find her in bed. But Granny was gone, so he put her robe on and eagerly waited for Red. Soon after, he heard someone knocking. He called out, "My dear, come on in. Oh, don't you look good in your lovely red hood, but a shame that you've gotten so thin." Little Red took a look at her granny and said, "What on earth did you do? I could swear that your eyes have completely changed size. Hey, Gran, are you sure that it's you?" "Of course it is, my sweet darling. The better to see you, my dear." "And your ears are so long. Something really seems wrong." "Oh, my girl, all the better to hear." "And those biceps, my gosh, they look massive, and your triceps and delts are immense." "The better for hugging," her grandma said, shrugging. "Dear Red, that's just plain common sense." "And those teeth, they look so much sharper." "Why, yes, all the better to chew." He jumped out of bed to gobble up Red, but she'd gone to ninja school too. She grappled and sideswiped and twisted and escaped from his clutches unscratched. She attempted a lock, but he managed a block. They appeared to be evenly matched. Just then they both heard someone chopping. A woodsman? Red thought, but instead, it was Gran in her gi. She'd just come from Tai Chi. "Don't you dare harm a hair on her head." The wolf took a swing at that instant, but Red deftly dodged the attack. She got a good grip, threw him over her hip, and the wolf wound up flat on his back. "I'll skedaddle," the wolf said in anguish as he struggled back up on his feet. "Just a second, you beast! You will not be released till you promise to give up red meat." Though his tummy still rumbled with hunger, the wolf faced his rival and vowed, "Ninja Red, you have won. My meat days are done." "Oh, Red-chan," said Gran, "I'm so proud." Then Red and the wolf bowed politely, and Gran gave him half her peach pie. The wolf was a mess. He'd had way too much stress. I guess I'll give yoga a try. He enrolled at the Downward Dog Center, where his tension began to decrease. He studied with yogis, said no to meat hoagies, and felt at last truly at peace. The end. I hope that you enjoy this version of Little Red Riding Hood as much as I did. As you are thinking about the story, I want you to be thinking about how is this version, how is Ninja Red Riding Hood different from Little Red Riding Hood that we read on Monday and Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion that we read yesterday. All right, I hope you have a great day.